Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land in the state of New Mexico. So we've got two properties we're going to discuss in this video. Two properties are very close to one another. They are not adjacent. That being said, there's one lot that separates them, so pretty much everything I discuss about location and zoning and amenities is going to be applicable to both properties. So I'm going to do this one video, post it on both listing pages. So let's first introduce the two properties, talk about the differences between them, and then we'll get into it. So this first one is VLNM 2561A. It is in Valencia County, just outside of Albuquerque. It is 1.74 acres, and it's in the Highland Meadows subdivision. And this 1.74 acre property is priced at $2,600. The second property is this one. It is VLNM 2561B, also in Valencia County, also in Highland Meadows. This one is 6 acres. The 6 acres is a combination of two adjacent parcels, and these 6 acres are priced at $7,200. Now, if we bring the A property up on a map, what you're going to see is it sits right here north of Sioux off of this unnamed road. And if we go to map view, what you're going to see is that it's, zoom in here, it's this lot right here. So we own this lot. We do not own this lot, but we own this lot and this lot. So this is the A property, and these two right here are the B property. And if you come over here to B, come down, click on the GPS coordinates. As with all of our listings, that'll bring it up on Google Maps, and it will show you that the B property is out here, exactly where I indicated, and that it's a combination of this lot and this lot. FYI. Okay? So basically, both of these properties are toward the end of the cul-de-sac. The B property is right at the end of the cul-de-sac. The A property is just down here, scooch south, okay? Anyway, let's stay on the B property and talk about where this is, location, amenities, highways, so on and so forth. All right. So these two properties sit in the Highland Meadows subdivision out here in Valencia County. For those not familiar with Valencia County, it's one of the smaller counties in New Mexico. It occupies pretty much this space right here down to, down to Belen, and then it comes back up just a little shy of Albuquerque. And that is basically Valencia County right there. There's a good amount of population there, spillage overflow from nearby Albuquerque, as well as you have the county seat of Los Lunas, which is a sort of thriving community, and more businesses are coming down to this area every year now, etc. So a lot of Albuquerque is growing south out into this region, but most of the population in Valencia County is concentrated here pretty close to the I-25 corridor. Over here, however, on the west side of the county, you have this subdivision, which is Highland Meadows. So Highland Meadows, combination of two little areas right here. This one right above the 6, and this area carved out here south of the 6. Okay, and the difference between these two really is just that there's a greater cluster of people up here, more residences up here. Most of these look to be trailers, manufactured homes, etc. I would assume there's probably more utilities up here. That's why. That being said, there are people living down here. There are utilities throughout this region. They are not, however, on every street. So that's really the difference, and it probably explains the disparity in, excuse me, the disparity in, clusters of people up here, not as many down here, etc. Anyway, so the two properties that we're talking about today, as noted, are located right here north of Sioux Road off of this unnamed road. Both properties sit really close to the 6, so it's notable that you're going to have easy access not only to the 6 right here, but also to the I-40. So two things to keep in mind. Number one is you've got an easy drive down the 6, easy, and from what I understand, very picturesque drive from the 6 down here into nearby Los Lunas, where you have the Walmart Supercenter. And if we measure distance, what you're going to see is this is, as the crow flies, let's say about 25 miles. Practically speaking, it's probably more like a 30 or, probably more like a 30 or 35 minute drive, something like that. I don't know, about 30 something. Anywho, so that's going to be location for groceries and supplies, one of the bigger locations because it is Los Lunas itself. That being said, both these properties sit in close proximity to Mesita, roughly about 15 miles outside of Mesita. And over here you've got access to some stores, some groceries, things like that, gas, as well as you've got the Laguna Police Department out here, things like that. Now, it should be noted that over here in Highland Meadows, they have their own fire department that services this area, which you can see right here. So they're going to be not too far from your property if anything goes wrong. blah, blah, blah. Getting back to highways for just a second, you can see this property is not only really close to the 6, but you've also got a straight shot up here into the 40, and ergo, a straight shot into nearby Albuquerque. So, as I mentioned in a previous video, I think that these properties are ideal for anybody who's currently living in Albuquerque and can't keep up with the steady increase in rents, whether that's the home that you're renting or whether that's the trailer park that you've got, a trailer in, etc. They keep going up. This is going to be an excellent opportunity for you to own either with the A property, roughly 2-acre piece of land, or with the B property, 6 acres. You have them all to yourself, essentially rent controlled because you own them. So you're going to have the land. You're going to be able to park whatever you want out there, put down a permanent foundation, and going to be able to call this area home. Now, I should also note, by the way, that you have the Route 66 casino in pretty close proximity to both of these, probably about a 10 or 15-minute drive along the highway here. So easy access to gaming, as well as the buffet that's out there, the restaurants that are out there. They've got a Johnny Rockets, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Additionally, it should also be noted, one of the really nice selling points of this, and I'm going to get to the photo gallery in a second, is that both these properties sit really in the shadows of the Mesa Redonda, that is this thing right here. As well as some really compelling rock formations that are all around this region. And if you go to the photo gallery on either of these listing pages, scroll down here. First thing I want you guys to know is that we're going to have a drone video up on this page after I'm done with this video. It's going to be located down here. I encourage you guys to check out not only the photo gallery, but also the drone video, because it'll give you an excellent sense of the property, the terrain, the surroundings, etc. But if you come into the photo gallery, you can scroll through this and you can see exactly what it's like out here at these properties. My understanding is this road is easily navigable, though not well maintained. So this unnamed road, as you get out to these two properties, might require a little maintenance. Generally, what I found from people we've sold land to is that if they call the county, say, "Hey, I'm a landowner. I got a road out here. I'd like you guys to come out here and maybe grade it a little." They actually are pretty responsive about that. They'll actually come out and do that. So if that is a problem for you, though I don't think it will be, something to keep in mind. This is the Mesa Redonda that we had mentioned. As you can see, some really pretty picturesque views out here in the area of these nearby foothills, I guess. So a lot of opportunity for hiking and trails and just general exploration. I think it's a really pretty region, and what you're going to find with both of these properties is that the terrain out here, nice and flat, easy to build on, not too rocky, not too steep, etc. So if you want to come out here and park a mobile home, put down a permanent foundation or not, whatever, you should easily be able to do that, or just to get your RV out here. One of the reasons I'm pausing on this photo is I just want to show you guys, there's a cell tower out here in this subdivision, and from what my photographer told me, he had excellent cell reception the entire time he was out there. That's not normally the case when he goes out and scouts these properties, but this area apparently benefits from the presence of that cell tower. So anyway, it's a really nice, really pretty area, and it's also very private. You're not going to have a lot of neighbors out here. If you're the type of person who does want to be left alone, this is a good place to be left alone at. Not only because of the scenery out here, but because of what I demonstrated earlier with the two highways that are nearby. You're going to have easy access into Albuquerque or into Los Lunas. So if you do have a job there, you're going to have nice, easy commutes back and forth between the two locations, etc. And then we have some of the drone shots of the property up here. I just want to show you guys on the map here one quick thing, which is that behind both of these properties, there's railroad tracks out here. Now, my photographer reported that the railroad tracks did not, the train that went by did not produce that much noise, because while it looks close on the map here, keep in mind this is 6 acres of land right here, and this is, and this one's additionally another 2 or 3 acres away from that. So the noise of the trains is probably not going to be as big a thing as you would think it is. That being said, if that seems like something that might concern you, if it seems like something that might dissuade you from purchasing the property, we encourage all our buyers, please go out and scout these things in advance and make sure it works for you. So that's just something to keep in mind. I believe also you'll see a train going through the drone video if you watch the drone video. Anyway, so one quick thing I just want to show you guys here. Under zoning in this area, we have this PDF here. If you click on this, it's going to bring this up. It's going to bring up the PDF. Now, this is 6 pages, and it's an excerpt from the Valencia County Zoning Ordinance. We had a very difficult time getting anybody in Valencia County Planning and Zoning to tell us how this region was zoned. They don't answer the phone. When they do answer the phone, they don't return phone calls, or they don't answer questions. So what we were able to get from reading through the 200 pages of Valencia's zoning ordinance is that this area is considered, hang on a second because I just forgot, it's considered outland district. Outland district. Now, it should be noted that outland district does not have a 6-page explanation of what defines outland district. That being said, from all of our reading, all of our research, outland district is very, very similar to RR1, Rural Residential 1. So I would very much assume anything you read in these 6 pages of PDF that defines RR1 is also going to define outland district. Now, if you want to question me on this, and you very well should, I would encourage you, of course, the best source, theoretically, is the Valencia County Planning and Zoning Office, when they bother to answer the phone or call you back or answer a question. So if you do want to dig a little bit deeper on this, I would encourage you to reach out to them and get confirmation on some of these things, particularly if you have something special that you want to do out there. If your goal is just to go out here and build a single-family residence, you're never really going to get pushback from that anywhere. That being said, if you want to do a tiny home or a shipping container home, you may want to investigate exactly what permits you're going to need. My suspicion is in a region like this, hang on, wrong map. In a region like this, they're probably not too strict about things. It's not that you can't do certain things. My guess is you can. You're just going to need certain permits to pull them off. From what I'm seeing out here, most of these look like there's a lot of trailers out here. There's a lot of mobile homes out here. And when that's the case, they'll pretty much allow anything to be built, which is not to say that they don't have zoning regulations, but they probably scrutinize it a lot less, or they probably have permits and workarounds that you can do. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, this PDF should inform you pretty well about what you can do in a rural residential district and hence in an outland district. Should be noted, one thing here is that recreational vehicles, RVs, shall not be used as primary residences in any rural residential district. That being said, from what my photographer reported, from what we see here on the map, you've got people who are living out of RVs out here. They certainly got them parked out here. I know you can use an RV as a secondary home while you're building a first home, while you're building the primary residence. That being said, it looks like some people kept living in them a little longer. Does the county actually enforce this, practically speaking, or is it like jaywalking? I don't know. But if you are going to pay, say, $7,200 for a property, probably want to go with not living out of the RV. That'd be my guess. Anyway, probably don't want to risk it with the fines, is what I'm saying. Anywho. With all that said, I just want to show you guys, these are properties that we had closed on with New Mexico Land and Title. So we got title insurance on both of these properties, both the A and the B property. So we will be providing a warranty deed upon conveyance, number one. Number two, it also means that the title is insured. So if this is land that you're looking at where you want to go out and build something and you think you're going to have to take out a loan from the bank is not going to lend on a property that doesn't have title insurance. So this is one of the benefits of this. I would also point out that with the B property here, when you have something that's a combination of two adjacent 3-acre lots like this is, you have the benefit of, buy two, live on one, resell the other, and probably recoup most of $7,200. So that's, a nice perk of buying two adjacent lots like that. Anyway, if you are interested in purchasing these guys, just come here, click the Buy Now button. It's going to bring up a secure checkout here on our website where we ask you legal name for the deed, some other questions, as well as tax address. Come down here, agree to the terms, click next, and on the next page we'll ask you for credit card information. Now, by the way, if you're looking at the $2,600 property, you probably aren't going to mind checking out with a credit or debit card. If you're looking at the $7,200 property, I would understand if you do want to close through title and escrow on that. That makes perfect sense to me. If that is the case, reach out to us, shoot us an email, support@hemingwayland.com, or give us a call, 702-919-7170, and we'll just ask you for a deposit, $500, something like that. And we'll write up a sale purchase agreement, and from there we'll take it to the title company, and we will let them convey the property to you. So as we cannot touch your money until such a time as the property has been put into your name. Another benefit of closing through title. Anyway, with all that said, take the time, go through the gallery down here, check out the drone video. These are two really nice properties in a really nice picturesque area, as you can kind of see from the photos here. I really like them, and I hope you do too. All right, guys, thanks for watching.